Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for joining me. I have just recorded this and got like a good 5-6 minutes in and was absolutely rabbiting on. So I have started again, but I can't promise that there won't be loads of waffle. I hope you're all well. I hope you're keeping safe. I just thought I'd come on and update you on the crafty things that I've been doing. It's nothing too I'm holding this here because I'd already started talking about it. It's nothing too exciting. There's no, also I'm sat with the door open and all the blinds open and it's a bit much, so I'm sorry if I'm squinting, but it's just too nice to not have a bit of a breeze. And also Hector's outside being good, so while he's being good, leave him. But yes, I thought I'd come on and just show you what I've been up to since the stripy blanket. I've not been doing, as I say, I've not been doing too much. I've been crocheting every day, but whoa, the fly. Anyway, yeah, so I have these. This is my more recent makes, but they're on top, so I'm going to talk about them first. So what I was rabbiting on about, I'm going to try and condense a little bit. I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but this is pretending that the coronavirus never happened, because it had already been planned, and then when hopefully the world is a bit more back to normal, this will happen. So this is all, there's no time on when this is happening, but it was supposed to be sooner rather than later. It's now later, but it's fine. Anyway, this is the condensed version. My auntie and uncle are having a lot of work done to the house. They've been in it 20, I want to say 20 years. I think they've been together about 25-ish, 24-ish. So it's probably about 20 years that they've been in this house. And they've never done loads of work to it. They decorated and things, but they've still got the same, I think they've had a new bathroom when they moved in, but they've still got the same kitchen. So rather than doing it a bit at a time, they're doing it all together. And we agreed, Kirk and I and them, that when it happens, that to save time, because my uncle and his friend who is a plumber, he's either a plumber or an electrician, I think he's a plumber, they're going to do as much of it as they can. Obviously you need an electrician and what have you if he's not an electrician. I'm sure he's a plumber, to do a certain amount. But as in fitting the kitchen and the bathroom, and the friend will do the plumbing. They're going to do as much of it as they can, and my auntie's still going to be at work. So I said, we all agreed, it wasn't my suggestion, but I'm all for it, that they should move in with us for the 2-3 weeks that it takes, longer if necessary. We all get on really well. We all spend previously we all spent most weekends together, or at least, you know, like a good full day. We were going to go away this spring. We were thinking like May, June, before the kids break up. We were going to get like a cottage holiday or something. That's not happening now. But yeah, we all get on really well together. So it's going to be I think we'd enjoy it. It'd be fun it'd be like a holiday at home. Yeah, so we agreed that they can all move. The reason I'm talking about this is that I want to get down my yarn stash, because not only is it all been sat around, but it's like filling up the room that they're going to be staying in. And I've got other places I can put it, but not all together. So I can see myself having like a box here and a vacuum pack in the loft and a box under our bed and a box in the wardrobe, and I don't want that. I don't want to be like finding balls of wool for forever. So I wanted to try and get down it. Now, we all know that I like a ball of I feel like I said that was a really long story and it didn't need to be, but never mind. I do like a ball of variegated yarn. However, I don't then match that ball of variegated yarn to single colours. So, say this one I don't think is going to go in it. But I have this. I only have one of I had two, and I used Hugo. I call him Pugo. He's grumbling, so just ignore that. Hector, lie down. Lie down. Can you hear him? Shh. It's because he's comfortable. He thinks Hector's going to come and disturb him, so he's grumbling at him. Anyway, I have this. I did have two balls, but I've used more than 3/4 of one. So we'll say I have one of these. I don't particularly want a blanket made in vibrant oranges and whites and yellows, and I just don't know what to do with it. I also have all of these which have a similar story. So what I decided to do, my original, the thing is, there wasn't a plan, so let's not pretend there was. I had 3 balls of this Knitting Essentials double knit. It's in pastel streamers, it says on the back. You see that? And it's the Poundland. Who am I? It's one of the 3 for 2 ones. You get 50 grams, and I had 3. I think there's hairs on this. Can't find my camera. It's like peachy oranges, 2 shades of orange, and then a lighter one, yellow, a bit of pink, and a bit of purple. So I got those down and started making squares. Now, with 150 grams, you're not going to get very far. Then I thought I'd use this, which was from Lolly's. Oops. I have 2 balls of this, but I'm only using 1 for now. We'll see where it goes. This is the Oxford. It has no nothing on it, but it's like a creamy white colour. It's quite fine for DK, but so is this, with orange and yellow flecks on it. Then I got down this, which it has no name. I have no idea what it is. I think that it might be the same brand as this Tunk Rosa Batik, but in Easter colours. I made a bunny rabbit for Grace last year out of this. So I had 1 ball left. And then I have this, which, this is what I mean. I don't know if this is going in it. It's quite, I started making a square and it's just a bit bright. I'll show you the rest in a minute. Then I had this, which I did start making a corner to corner, but I don't know if this was, I think this was 1 ball, but I think it was 190 grams. But it's not very good quality. I have no idea what brand it is, but sometimes the thread is really thick and sometimes it's really thin, and it's not supposed to be like that. And so sometimes it's like it's not twisted properly. And also there is 1 more that I seem to have misplaced. Probably dropped it, have I? Oh, I have. I have a square of it. I have this one, which is an Eskimo from Lolly's, and it's like the colour's not picking up great. If I hold it there, that's like the right colour, but it's like a peachy orangey colour with like flecks of white in it. So I've just been making squares and sort of not really having a plan for them. I don't know if I'm going to edge them. It's probably going to be a blanket because I've made quite a few. So like I say, that's probably not going to go in it. I'm not sure. I might just do it and see. But I have these. So I've made one of the Eskimo, a couple of these Easter egg colours. I have no idea what it is. That's the one with the flecks on. That looks pretty. I have another one of these, and then I have 2 but the flecks are in the colours of the rainbow. These are the pink ones, and then they're all muddled up. These are the ones from Poundland with the oranges and the pinks and the purples. So I have all of those. Another flicked one. I've not been doing this one so much because it's really thin, and I feel like I don't like working with thin yarn. I don't know why. I'm trying to use the same size hook though. So I have all of these, and I'm just making squares. It's probably going to be some sort of blanket. Clearly I'm going to have to put in more yarn, whether it's, I have lots of like Aldi and Poundland and various places like 50 gram, 1 or 2 50 gram skeins, of orange and yellow and purple, and I've got a light blue, and there's a bit of light blue in, oops, this. So whether I just do that and just make a really, like an ugly pretty blanket in sort of like pinks and oranges and what have you. This is what I mean, that this is, I don't know if this is a bit much, but then if I'm going to add loads of different oranges in, it's not a bit much. So that's what I'm doing. There's no real plan. This has taken me 10 minutes. There's no real plan, but I'm using up yarn, and it's yarn that I wouldn't know what I'd do with otherwise. I wouldn't put this into a cardigan because I think it just would look silly. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that now because I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. Next, well, before that, I was making rainbows. So I made one for our kitchen window, which looked like this, but it has tassels on. Then I made one for next door, and she's put it in her window. Have I already told you all this? I don't think so. And then I just went on a bit of a rainbow kick. So the shape, very flamboyant then. The shape is sort of like this. So I've done 7 stitches. I've not followed a pattern, I've made it up. I'm sure there is an official pattern that's very similar or the same that you could follow. But I've basically done 7 stitches in the middle, then 14, then 21, then 28. And it's come up with this. And I think it looks neater than that. Although I prefer those colours. So I've done one that's 7 rows. With primary colours and grey. Then I did lilac green and pink with brown, and then I did sort of a gradient of pink to purple, and then this is using my cotton. I'm going to talk about this cotton thing in a minute. I've also made a washcloth doing the sort of sunset colours, I suppose. It needs a border, and also, can you see I've lost a stitch where the red goes to the bright pink here, so there's like a step in it. And then finally I thought I'd done more things than this. I think I'm going to make a string of bunting for the garden. The bunting keeps flapping over the fence, and so I never actually see any of it, but when it is not windy and when it is sort of hanging around the fence, it looks really nice. And I've got about 3 more posts to do, panels to do that side. I have 3 this side that I could do, but 2 of the panels, we have a bench that goes quite high, so I don't know if it just might look a bit much. And also I do put candles on the back of the bench when it's summer. I've made 2 washcloths. My niece Kayla, these are using cotton that I have all of this is using, have I got a ball band somewhere, is using this. It's the Rico, like I'm really professional, Rico Designs Creative Cotton in Aran. I have lots of colours of these, I'll show you in a minute. It's not the best cotton in the world. It splits like you wouldn't believe. You can see that, oh, I don't know if you can, but I can see like it's not twisted very well. This is a smelly one. It smells of lavender. I think it's peaches and cream, sugar and cream, one of them. It smells of lavender in its Easter egg colours again. There is a theme. My niece Kayla is absolutely obsessed with bubble bombs. What are they called? Bath bombs. Bubble bombs. And bubble bath, and pre-coronavirus, she's never been to Lush, and pre-coronavirus we were going to go to Lush because there's one in Nottingham and there's one in Derby. We live pretty much smack bang in the middle of, like, I think we're 8 miles away from one and 10 miles away from another, so it's like a half an hour, 40 minutes on the bus, or same in a car with traffic and such. But she's never been because she's 8. She's 8, she's going to be 9 in summer. So you don't need to buy £5 bubble bars bath bombs. What am I on about? For an 8-year-old, but she's suddenly obsessed with bath bombs. So her mum and her grandma have been buying them from Wilko and the pound shop, and my friend for my birthday bought me a Lush gift card. Now, I don't really like baths. I hope she never watches this. I was very grateful. It was a very nice gift, and had I gone into the shop, I probably would have bought myself a face mask or something. But pre-corona, me and Kayla had planned that we were perhaps in the Easter holidays going to go to Lush, and I was going to treat her to a few bath bombs. However, the world went to pot, and I still had a Lush gift card. The Lush stores have shut. I don't know if they have reopened or when they reopen or whatever. But you could. This was it was before we were all in lockdown, but I think it was like the weekend where on Monday Boris told us that we were in lockdown, but on Friday we knew that the schools were shutting. And Kirk and I had gone to Kirk's sister's, and while we were there, we let Kayla use the gift card to buy bath bombs, is what I'm saying. So for her birthday, this is a really long story. I was just about to turn myself off and start again, but it's fine. For her birthday, I perhaps won't buy from Lush. I think there's a few sellers on Etsy that I might try. I like to try and shop local where I can. And if I'm spending £5 on a bath bomb, I might as well get it from a smaller seller than a bigger one. I'm all for getting yourself a bargain and going to Wilko and the pound shop when, you know, save yourself money where you can. But it's nice to shop small if you can. So I'm thinking for her birthday, I might get her. Oh, she also keeps saying that she wants her own soap. What she means is she wants her own shower gel. Now you can get those imperial leather ones that's like, there's a sloth one, a flamingo one, there's a mermaid one, there's a marshmallow one. You can get the ones that are in the cans and you squirt it on your hand and it comes out like a mousse foam thing. A lot of the shower gels have corresponding bubble baths. So I'm thinking we're going to do like a bath pamper thing. So I've made some washcloths, is what I'm trying to say. I'm probably going to wash them before I give them to her because I don't know what the lavender smell is or where it's come from, but I doubt that she should be rubbing it on her face. But, you know, just for like lording about in the bath, I'm going to see if I can get like a blow up bath pillow for her as well. Her mum says that she spends absolutely ages in the bath. She sent me pictures of like her wrinkly hands before. She sends them, if she puts a bath bomb in, she always like video, this is Caitlin, not her mum. She sends me videos of like the bath bomb fizzing or how cool the water looks. She's absolutely mad for it. And she knows that I like Lush. Like I say, I'm not mad on baths. I used to be. I've tried them all. If someone bought me one, I would use it. But I just like to get in the shower and get out and not have to like scrub the bath of glitter and what have you when I've been in it. I think I liked Lush a lot more when I lived at home and it wasn't me cleaning the bath. So I've made 2 washcloths. This one's edged in white. This one is edged in itself. And like I say, I think they're going to go in some sort of bath hamper thing. Anyway, this is my box of cotton. It's mostly the Rico design. The peaches and cream or whatever it was I've used up, which is why I can't tell you what it is. Oh, I haven't. I've got a little bit there, look. But this is my little cotton box. It's a bit of a mess. Most of it is this. I have a big Armoni and then I have some of these little ones which I got from a shop in Nottingham. I have these blues and then I did have some like Christmassy colours. And this, the reason I'm telling you about this, also it used to be the dog's toy box and I have washed it out, but can you see where it's been chewed? Both handles. It is clean. Oh, and also this basket, which is holding my variegated yarn, is amazing. Wow, it's not amazing, it's just a basket. There's nothing to write home about, but It's got little handles, look, and it's just the perfect size for holding a few thingies of yarn. I think it was 79p. And sometimes baskets can be really expensive. That's from Pound Stretcher. So I think they're still open. So if you do go there for essentials, look at these. They come in all different colours. They're really lightweight and really flimsy, so I wouldn't use them for anything substantial. They're good for taking, like, you're polishing a cloth and a duster or whatever around the house while you're cleaning. But I just like them for carrying around. Yeah, so if you go to Pound Stretcher for essentials, look at them because they're really good. That's where I got the big brown one as well, that my stripy blanket. No, because that was in a bag. There's some big brown ones that I've shown before, and they're from Pound Stretcher as well, and they're really cheap. Anyway, I'm going to shut up because I feel like this was, sorry, I'm in a dress and my bottom's stuck to the chair, I'll be honest. I feel like I'm going to stand up and just go I'm going to go because I'm just waffling on. Sorry that there was no, like, structure as such to the video and I've just waffled on, but never mind. I'm about to film another video that will be up on my channel either before or after this. See how wacky I feel. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all staying safe. Thank you all for your... There's a hook on the floor and Hector's after it. Thank you all for your continued love and support. I always get the most lovely comments. Did you hear someone sneeze then? I always get the most lovely comments and you're all wonderful. I hope the weather is nice where you are. I know there's been some really bad storms. I don't know if it's a hurricane or a tornado, I can't remember. I don't know which one's which. I know there's been some bad storms in the States and that's all we need really, isn't it? So stay safe, stay in, wash your hands, and I'm sending lots of love. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.